They act like they made us. You know I'm icy in Vegas. This for the that haters. I make a lot of new money. When it's not savers. You be liking my flavor. I think it's cause. Ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out for this. I never switch. I never switch. I never switch. I never switch. Ice on the wrist. Ice on the wrist.
Opened back in 2003. Have a look at the link. Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the Philadelphia Eagles. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Come on, fellas.
Mike, 20. Key tight end, key tight end. Hey, you got 3 down. Pistol.
They'll run with a third-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards and a first down for Philly.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Hey, alert!
Tighten up. Mike's 50.
Hurry!
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cleveland Farrell in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Gotta hope that's not a sign of things to come as they face an early second and long.
Hey, high 7. Hurry!
Throwing, Mayfield. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, team 6. Hurry!
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's fourth down. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. On fourth down, they snap it to Mayfield. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. There he goes, left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert! Hey, check 20. Hurry, hurry!
Now on 2nd and 13. Mayfield steps away to his left. He finds an opening past the 40. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up second and 9 at the 44-yard line. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Pistol, pistol, pistol.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. Whoosh. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 41-yard line. These two teams, the Eagles and the Pats, did not meet in the regular season last year, so their last official bout was in Super Bowl 52 in Minneapolis. Everybody remembers that one with the Eagles staking claim to their first ever title. And the Philly special went down in football history with Nick Foles catching the pass from Trey Burton in the end zone. What a game that was. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. DJ Moore, his 9th touchdown of the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Gostkowski with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken near the 13. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 90 Wolf. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist. Let's go.
Now a first-time 1,000-yard rusher from a season ago. It's Derrick Henry. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Oh, yeah. Here we go again. Here we go again. Hey, switch gears. Who draw quarter? Back. Hey, Charlie. Ready?
Now Jones. Off play action. Oh, it's looking long for Witten. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
They're running it. Go. Bravo. Shoot.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Able to haul it in is Kittle. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. George Kittle, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mayfield. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Alert, 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 alert.
On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
Check it back, check it back. 218, chop. Run. Hey, Haywood. Hurry. Mike is at 50. Check Mike 50.
They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. And this is going to be incomplete. Casey Hayward, the Pro Bowler, there to knock it away. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter? I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations. That's just running the ball 101 because too much east-west, not enough north-south. Got to get upfield, don't you?
They just kept stringing him out before he knew it. He'd hit the sideline. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From the gun, Jones. Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Throwing, Jones. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Point right, right. He's telling right here, he's telling the right, telling the right. Smooth. Let's go, Mike. 50.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And he's got his target. That's more. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down.
Here we go.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle 1st down.
Mike 50. Hey, Orbit. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Watch the screen, watch the screen.
A 1st down throw from Mayfield. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Hey, let's go. Get ready, get ready.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield, that'll be complete to Cook. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. They go quickly here out to Moore. 33 yards that time. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. 2nd down and goal. Mayfield in trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
180. Real. I'm here all day. 50's the mic. Hey, Foxtrot. Watch the slant. Mike 50, Mike 50. Mike 50.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. John Ross, his 14th touchdown now on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Gostkowski the extra point, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This will be taken short. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would... He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Cooper Kupp, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly for 6. Extra point try good by Gano. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great, let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And this is Cook with the grab. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Flush to his right. And he completes it to Cohen. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. First down, a run with Cohen. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go, go.
Let's go, Mike 50, Mike 50. Hey, tight.
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
Mayfield to throw it toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Here comes the ball.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Hey, alert 33.
From the gun, Mayfield. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. John Ross in the final seconds of the first half, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Strip that ball.
Kill.
Hey, Delta. Hey.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike.
Fine.
Here's Jones. A final shot before break. He's going to fire this thing deep right. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. This will be taken very short. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Hey, high 7.
On 2nd and 15 now. Jones. And this one's incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn. Third down here. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Jones operating from the gun. He sets to fire deep. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. Third and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. Third and long, got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. On first down, they go right back to Cohen. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll run on second down with Cohen. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain there of 21 yards. On first down, Cohen takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Ito Smith, his first carry. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
180!
Double tight, guys, double tight. Hey. You got 3, 3 down.
And they're going to go jet sweep here. This is Ross with it. Casey Hayward makes the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. It didn't happen on that play.
They run. This is Cohen. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Watch safety quick. Watch safety quick. Safety quick.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Now Cohen. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. Second down. On second down, it's Cohen. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. John Ross, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. Gostkowski with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This will be taken short. Pushes him over. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Completes it to Jason Witten. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The last time we saw Jason Witten on a football field instead of the broadcasting booth was, of course, 2 years ago, 2017. He had 63 catches, 560 yards, 5 touchdowns. It was his 11th Pro Bowl that season for a man who came into the league back in 2003. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Hey, Charlie.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Now Jones. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. He was looking for a Nunwa there. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they'll run it with Cohen. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play fake. Mayfield. On the move to his left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. This is Cohen, and he'll take this one up close to about the 45. The former Charger All-Pro Eric Weddle on the stop.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. That is caught by Cohen. They have the 1st down with that gain of 4 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50. No chance. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Hey, 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 hey. Let's go, Mike 50, Mike 50. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. Hey, 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 hey. 50. 50's a Mike. 50's a Mike. Come on, D. What's that?
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
A 1-yard loss brings up 2nd and 16.
So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the 2nd half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Eagles, they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year, and they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6, and they'll try again next week at home against New England. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
squad like, what? In the field like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah. In the field like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. Whole squad like, yeah. In the field like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I say you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want. Call us dangerous. Ain't too many can play with us. See what this game here taking us. No barber, ain't no fading us. I ain't really saying much. Actions be louder than words, man. I just wanna be heard. For your mom to your pop to the beat to the bird, man. Cut right off on the curb like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my home team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog. I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like blah. Yeah, in the field like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. Whole squad like what? In the field like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like what? Whole squad like yeah. In the field like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. Whole squad like yeah. In the field like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I say you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want. Yeah, I pissed so my frustration, I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece. That mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't riding. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't pound to surround me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like black. Yeah, in the field like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. Whole squad like what? In the field like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like what? Whole squad like yeah. In the field like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. Whole squad like yeah. In the field like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. You don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I say you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby. I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off. Each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. Okay. 10K on the countertop. Don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Okay. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some.
to my nails.